Welcome to Clarity Currents. I'm Danielle Laura, intuitive seer and spiritual advisor. Each week, I share grounded, energetic transmissions and insights into the week ahead so you know how to work with the energy rather than in resistance to it and are equipped to create aligned momentum across your business, relationships, health, wealth, spirituality, and legacy. This is Clarity Currents episode for the week of January 19th through the 25th, 2026. Let's dive in. When I tune into the overall energetics of the week, I see a powerful image of the snake shedding its skin. But instead of slithering away quietly, it pauses, fully exposed, before moving forward. So this is a metaphor around this week being an identity release week and very much a week of energetic rebirth. The energy is future-focused, disruptive, and liberating. And it's illuminating where your life is asking for radical honesty, innovation, and truth. And it's going to finally feel like it is a non-negotiable for you. So what is no longer aligned cannot come with you. This week may feel activating, emotional, even uncomfortable at times, but that discomfort is the signal of transformation, not something to avoid. The question to hold all week is, what version of me is trying to expire, and what version of me is ready to lead? If you try to cling to the old skin, you're going to feel pressure, but if you allow the shedding, you'll feel freedom. Business for the week of January 19th. When I tune into the energetics of business this week, I see a vision of a blueprint being redrawn in real time. So the old lines are dissolving, the new structures are now appearing. This is a week of strategic reinvention. There's a strong invitation to move away from outdated business models, roles, or even ways of showing up that were built for a past version of you. But this is not a reckless change. It's very grounded, embodied, and full into your evolution. So ask yourself, where am I still operating from an old identity in my business? And what would feel more honest, spacious, and future aligned if I let myself change it now? Mindset and communication are crucial this week. And the highlight will be around how you speak about your work, your value, and your vision. And that is actively shaping what is coming next for you. This is the week to name the new direction, even if you don't have all of the full details yet. Relationships for the week of January 19th. When I tune into the energetics of relationships this week, I feel deep value recalibration. This is bringing profound transformation around self-worth, intimacy, relational dynamics. You may notice old patterns surfacing around overgiving, self-betrayal, or staying silent to keep the peace. So as you notice this coming up, it's not to punish you, it is here to actually liberate you. So there's an invitation to relate from your new self, not from your survival self. Conversations may feel intense this week, but they hold the potential for radical honesty and deeper alignment if you allow truth to lead rather than fear. And if a relationship can evolve with you, it will. And if it can't, clarity will arrive. Health for the week of January 19th. When I tune into the energetics of health this week, I feel the nervous system speaking very clearly. And that message is around regulation, rest, and self-care as non-negotiables, not luxuries. Fatigue, sensitivity, or somatic symbols are your body's way of asking for attunement, so we get to listen. The old version of you may have totally pushed through exhaustion, but the new version understands that healing happens through listening. So ask, what does my body actually need to feel safe and supported right now? Where can I soften instead of override? This week supports healing when you prioritize presence over your productivity. Wealth for the week of January 19th. When I tune into the energetics of wealth this week, I see a vision of a vault opening, but only when the correct energetic code is entered. And that code is self-worth. This week asks you to examine, what do I believe I deserve? Where have I undervalued myself or my work? What financial patterns were built from an old identity? There is real potential for financial transformation this week, but it begins internally. And as you shift how you value yourself, your time, and your energy, external opportunities begin to rearrange. So take grounded, practical action, but let it be guided by alignment and not any sort of old urgency energy. Spirituality for the week of January 19th. When I tune into the energetics of spirituality this week, I see a current of electricity moving through the crown and heart simultaneously. So this is a week of powerful spiritual downloads. Your intuition is loud and precise right now. Stay connected to your spiritual practices as an anchor. Meditation, prayer, journaling, time in stillness, these are the spaces where clarity arrives. And the reminder coming through is that creating a new life is about the energy that you embody. So let's pay attention and spotlight that this week. And legacy for the week of January 19th. When I tune into the energetics of legacy this week, I see a vision of a path splitting into two roads. One is familiar, one is unknown. The familiar path represents who you've been, and the unknown path represents who you're becoming. This week asks you to choose forward, even if it feels uncomfortable. Legacy isn't built by staying the same. It's built by having the courage to evolve. Ask yourself, what decision would my future self thank me for? And then take one aligned step in that direction. There you have it, Hot Soul, your intuitive forecast for the week. Wishing you a week of liberation, truth, and powerful forward motion. Until next week.